Hello everyone, hope you all are well. This is Yogesh Popat and today we are going to discuss about the second chapter of physics of class 10, that is magnetic effects of current. In a previous chapter we had a discussion on electricity in which we discussed about electric charges, properties of charges, potential difference, electric current, resistance, resistivity. Now my dear friends, electricity and magnetism are the interrelated phenomena. These two phenomena, the magnetism and electricity, are the base of physics, you can say. Now if we talk about this chapter, the chapter name is Magnetic Effects of Current. That means this chapter is something related to magnetism, and I think this magnetism is going to induce or provided by the flow of electric current. When we talk about electric current is the rate of flow of charge, is called electric current. Now before starting or before straight away going to this magnetic effect of current, let me discuss a very small terminology of magnetism, that is magnetic field. In 7th and 8th standard also we have studied that the bar magnet produces a magnetic field. So what magnetic field is? Like cricket field. In cricket field we play cricket, in which all the cricket rules are applicable. That particular field is called cricket field. Similarly, if we talk about magnetic field, this is a bar magnet, and if we see, I have kept an iron nail, I have made this circle. So magnetic field, you can say it is a region around any magnet or a magnetic field production body. It is a region around any magnet up to which it has its magnetic effect. That means if I am keeping this iron nail inside this region, this is a imaginary region, this is not visible around the bar magnet. So there will be a magnetic interaction between this iron nail and this bar magnet. This iron nail will get attracted towards this bar magnet. But if same iron nail is kept outside this magnetic field, there will be no interaction between this bar magnet and the iron nail. So what magnetic field is? Magnetic field is a region around any magnetic body, that is, here we have considered initially a bar magnet, up to which it has its magnetic effect. That means up to that particular region or up to that particular specific area, it will be able to attract the magnetic materials. Now, coming to the magnetic effects of current, the name suggests that something is related to the magnetism. And if we talk about electric current, in this chapter we are going to discuss about the production of magnetic field with the help of electric current. Now to demonstrate this experiment, the experiment name is Oersted experiment. Christian Hans Oersted was a scientist, and he has demonstrated this experiment, and we will also demonstrate this experiment in which I can show you actually the magnetic field is produced near a current carrying conductor. So before going to the practical demonstration, let us see first the theoretical terms in this experiment. Suppose I have taken a battery. This is your battery, and I have made a connection here. You can connect an emitter just to see the value of the current produced by this battery. This is a straight wire I have connected and named it as AB. Here you can connect a rheostat, which is not very much necessary, but you can connect a rheostat here just to change the value of current so that you will be able to see the different kind of deflection in magnetic needle. So this is the particular arrangement of the circuit, and this experiment is called Oersted's experiment. in this experiment we will actually see that the electricity produces the magnetic field. That means if a current carrying conductor is kept at any particular area, it will produce a magnetic field around it. And to detect that magnetic field, we'll be using this magnetic compass. This is your magnetic compass. Here I am taking it as a north pole of the compass, and this is the south pole of the compass. Here you can consider one key also. If you want, you can consider one key also. This is your battery with potential V. This is your rheostat, variable resistance. So this is the complete experimental setup of Oersted experiment. Battery, emitter, AB is the wire in which we are going to analyze the production of the magnetic field around this wire AB, section AB. This is the key. This is the rheostat, that is a variable resistance. So this is all about the circuit arrangement. To detect the magnetic field, we have taken a magnetic compass. Magnetic compass gets reflected when the magnetic field will be present around this magnetic compass. So suppose initially if we keep this key open, we are keeping this key open. Now when the key is kept open, there will be no flow of electric current in this section AB. When there will be no flow of electric current in section AB, there will be no point of analysis. But as soon as we keep this key closed, we observed that the deflection occurs in this magnetic compass like this. This dark one is the initial position. As soon as we have kept this key closed, the electric current starts flowing from positive terminal to the negative terminal of the battery. Here I will mark it as a positive and negative. And in this section AB, this is our section of analysis. This is wire AB. In this we are going to study the production of magnetic field. So as soon as the key is kept closed, we have observed, observation is the deflection of the magnetic compass, which justify that there exists a magnetic field around the current carrying conductor, because if there will be no magnetic field, there will be no deflection in the magnetic compass. So this is what we have initial topic in this chapter, that is Oersted experiment. So the magnetic effects of current means a current carrying wire produces a magnetic field around it. This is called magnetic effect of current. Reverse is also possible. In the later stage we will discuss the reverse also, that the changing magnetic field also produces electric current, which is the basic principle of electric generator. That we'll discuss in the later stage. So when the key is kept open, there will be no deflection. That means there will be no magnetic field. When key is kept closed, there will be a flow of current, due to which the deflection occurs in the magnetic compass. Now to detect the direction of the deflection of magnetic compass, we have one important rule, and we say it as Ampere's swimming rule. With the help of this rule, we'll be able to detect the direction of deflection of magnetic needle. Now this rule states that if you consider yourself swimming along the direction of current. Now in this you can see, if we consider this plane and the current is flowing from point A to point B, and if a swimmer is swimming like this. So if you consider yourself as a swimmer and you swim along the direction of current, then north pole of the magnetic needle will deflect towards the left hand side of the swimmer. This is what Ampere's swim rule is. Again I am repeating, if you consider yourself as a swimmer, so if you are swimming like this along this plane, आप अगर ऐसे swim कर रहे हैं, so if you consider yourself swimming along the direction of current, and the north pole of the magnetic compass or magnetic needle will be deflected towards the left hand side of the swimmer. So this is the Ampere swim rule, which gives the direction of deflection of magnetic compass. Now we will see the practical demonstration. Believe me friend, the physics works. We will see what we theoretically discussed, the practical is also possible, and actually the magnetic field gets produced around the current carrying conductor. So let us see the demonstration. The setup is ready for you. Now this is the practical setup in which we will justify that actually the magnetic field exists near a current carrying conductor. This is the battery eliminator with the help of which we are going to provide or to supply electric current. This is an emitter to check whether the current is flowing or whether the circuit is working or not, connected in series with the battery eliminator. Here I have kept few magnetic compasses to detect the magnetic field. This is the rheostat with the help of which we can vary the direction of we can vary the magnitude of flow of current, because more will be the current, more stronger magnetic field will be produced. And this connection we have completed, again connected to the battery eliminator. So positive eliminator to the positive emitter. This negative terminal of the battery is connected to one terminal of the rheostat, and then the other terminal of the rheostat is connected again to the negative terminal of the battery. So in this way we have completed the circuit. This battery eliminator have different values. You can see here like 2 volt, 4 volt, 6 volt. So more will be the potential difference, greater current will be produced, greater will be the current, larger will be the intensity of magnetic field, greater will be the intensity of magnetic field, and greater deflection you can see in the magnetic compass. Initially here I have taken the potential difference of 2 volt, and now I am going to switch on the circuit. Now when I am switching on the circuit, you can see here I am switching on the circuit here, and you can see the deflection in the magnetic needle occurs. Yes, you can see the deflection in the magnetic needle. Now as soon as I switch off the circuit, again the needle will come in its initial direction, and you can see there is no current flowing in the emitter. That means the circuit is switched off. Again I will show you little closer. I will bring my camera a little closer. Again if I switch on the circuit, you can see the deflection in the magnetic needle, and deflection is only possible when there exists a magnetic field. You can see there is no bar magnet kept near the magnetic compasses. So there is only one possibility, and this is a 100% possibility, that the current carrying wire is producing the magnetic field. This is the same section that we discussed in, theoretically we discussed the section AB in my circuit diagram. So I have considered this wire as AB, and again I am switching on the circuit, and you can see the magnetic field near a current carrying conductor deflects the magnetic compass. See, you can see the deflection, although the compass is very small, so deflection is less, but this is very much justified that the magnetic field is produced around a current carrying conductor. Now I have kept the voltage to extreme, that is 12 volt. Earlier I have taken 2 volt, now it is 12 volt. Now we'll see how fast or how strongly the deflection takes place, and this is 100% that you can observe that the deflection will be more strong, because 12 volt potential difference produces greater current, and greater current produces a greater magnetic field, and greater magnetic field deflects the magnetic compass more strongly. Now you can see when the voltage is kept at 12 volt, I have kept the voltage 12 volt as I shown you, and you see the intensity of deflection, it is greater as compared to the previous case when we have kept 2 volt. See, that means it shows that when the strong current flows through the current, the strong magnetic field is produced near a current carrying conductor. So with this we are ending with this topic, that is Oersted experiment. Theoretically also we have discussed, yes, current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field around it, and this experiment is called Oersted experiment. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.